It's at 6:05 and new this morning. Blessing Hospital has a new way to help families involved in car crashes. WGEM's Jack Polesnik joins us live in Quincy with how car seat tags are making a difference. Jack?
Natalie, I'm at Blessing Hospital, which received ROTH ID tags. Those are named after Julie Roth, a mother who tragically passed away in a 47-car pileup on the Ohio Turnpike nearly 2 years ago. Roth's 2 kids in the back seat survived, but were left unidentified for over 5 hours. This prompted her sister, now founder and CEO of ROTH ID TAGS LLC, to create the tags to prevent that situation from happening to someone else.
I'm sitting with my mother in front of the Christmas tree, and she just looked at me and said, if only their information had been on their car seats, they wouldn't have had that additional trauma of sitting alone in this hospital after what they just experienced. And we essentially just hit the ground running.
The tags, once removed from the car seat by first responders, can become a wristband for children so the information doesn't get lost. Blessing Hospital recently won 100 tag kits in a giveaway. The hospital plans on distributing them to families in need for free. Reporting live in Quincy, Jack Polesnik, WGEM News.
Simple but valuable little thing there. Jack, thank you. The tags available in all 50 states for purchase through online shops like their website, rothidtags.com, and Amazon.